Hello, hello. All right. So, welcome in. I've got a little bit of a victory speech from Brian. He was talking to me about what we wanted to take to Santa Clara, and we've decided that I'm going to be the legacy player, and I'm going to play this Knicks Fit deck. Good morning, Patrick. Welcome in. I guess it's morning. 12:30 is kind of morning. Look at that, Jorgensen with the sub. How's it going, Ardrug? You made it all the way back? Okay. So a couple changes have been made to the list that we were playing during our 24-hour stream on Sunday, and they're not like huge changes or anything, but we were trying out this living wish idea. It kind of gives the deck a little bit more of a consistent draw. Do I want a bagel? Well, trying to think, is that even like a question that I could say no to? Yes, I would like a bagel. That sounds delightful. As it turns out, yes, he is delivering. Who knew? But yeah, so we've cut the deck down to 60 cards. Kind of the verdict was the deck is we're actually figuring out that the deck is good enough to hang with most of the format, and if we're actually going to take the deck seriously, then we may as well like trim it down to 60. Fix up the sideboard, make it nice. Reculumly. Whoa, Rakemi. I don't know how. Raquel. I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Welcome in. Yeah, so back up to 3 Evolutionary Leap. Something that I felt like this deck was missing. Like we had a second Garrick, and really you just want more Leap. We didn't cut like the second Garrick because the card's bad. We just felt like if we're gonna have 4 of this effect, we really want more Leap than Garrick. Living Wish has looked really good so far. In our last deck, we have the Rector. We had the Rector, and we had the Reclamation Sage, and then I want to say we had Caracas and Phyrexian Tower. I've added 2 cards to this Wish package, and that is Ethersworn Canonist and Cavern of Souls. A couple reasons I wanted to do these 2 cards is because we really have an issue with Storm. It's just not an easy card to, or just not an easy deck to beat. We already have 5 cards in the sideboard that kind of hedge towards it. Leyline, yeah, Nick Fit, definitely Ginger Chief. And these Leylines is good at dealing with Storm, but usually they come up with like a Chain of Vapor and they'll just bounce it. We really need like another way to get like a second kind of a you can't beat me card. Null Rod keeps them from cracking petals and petals and LEDs. Very important. But this deck, even when we didn't have the Living Wish thing, we didn't really use a lot of our sideboard anyway. The deck just kind of runs hot where it's at, and it is kind of a combo deck in essence anyway. So the biggest thing is we just want cards to protect our combo, and then we wanted to be able to hang with Storm. So Ground Seals are our hedge against things like Surgical Extraction and Deathrite Shaman, and then of course we have main deck removal against Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, Ardrug, it was such a fun weekend. I'm so glad you came. I hope the trip was worth it, because I had a blast as well. And thank you so much for donating a couple things to giveaways. We haven't quite gotten everybody replied to us yet, but still, insane. It was, yeah, yeah. It was just a blast. Oh man. But so the cards that are coming in, Cavernous Souls is the card that I kind of felt like could come in because not only is Living Wish kind of helping you hit your land drop, but at the same time, Cavern on human makes Veteran Explorer and Academy Rector uncounterable, which isn't always going to be something that matters. But the fact that we're never boarding these 6 cards in, and you just kind of have this option of getting Cavernous Souls just to make it so like this just comes in uncounterable on turn 4, you know, flashback Cabal Therapy, and we're going. You know, you can hold priority, so you can sacrifice it even if your opponent has like a Source of Plowshares or, you know, anything like that. Cavern just seems like a card that's going to surprise a lot of blue decks in the fact that we're just going to get an Overwhelming Splendor or Dovescape on turn 4. Turn 4 or turn 5. Another thing about Living Wish that I haven't quite figured out if this is true yet, but I think that Green Sun Zenith is going to get Dryad Arbor more with Living Wish in our deck. I don't think it's going to happen like all the time or anything, but truth be told, we really just don't get Dryad Arbor with Green Sun Zenith. You're pretty much getting a Veteran Explorer every single time you Green Sun. Always. I think that does change a little bit. So the reason I think so is it pushes like a Living Wish right into a Rector, which we don't really get to see a lot. Like ramping 1 turn actually can speed up the clock, and if we're getting something like Cavernous Souls off of the Living Wish, then we can just assure the fact that this is going to resolve, and our opponent can't do a whole lot about it, especially game 1. Surgical Extraction tends to be like the hardest thing for us to beat, or really just Graveyard Hate in general. It's just not what we want to see, but the fact that we can deal with Deathrite Shaman, we should be all right. And Surgical Extraction, the fact that we have a Rector in the sideboard for Living Wish, even if they Surgical Extract us, we can still get a Rector out. Yeah, Overwhelming Splendor is a cool card to see, and honestly, it's probably without this card, I don't think the deck would work. I think this deck would work without Dovescape. I think that, but that's like the only maybe cruel reality. Like these are like the lesser important of the 4 big enchantments, but Curse of Death's Hold and Overwhelming Splendor are like the reason this deck works. And it works very well. Most games you get an Overwhelming Splendor and you've got it. There isn't a whole lot your opponent can do. After board, cards to worry about are cards like Disenchant and Council's Judgment. Council's Judgment's a big one because decks will actually play it in their main. Kind of hedges against a lot of cards that are hard to answer, like True Name Nemesis. Yeah, Ginger Chief. It's not actually just some decks. This deck has a plan against all type of decks. If they're non-creature heavy, then Dovescape comes down and can just mess with them. This deck also does quite well at getting a lot of birds. We have been outbirded a time or two, but in most cases we'll win if this comes down. And then Cruel Reality just wins the game in a couple turns. Even if they can like draw a creature or two just to keep from dying, they're just kind of delaying their own death. It's not a card that's going to be beaten unless you can get it off the board. Hey, how's it going, Cody? All right, so let's get started. I think I've talked about this deck enough. We've played it a lot in the past, so let's just get going. Let's see, Living Fit or Living Nyx Fit or Wish Fit, whatever we want to call it. We've created a lot of names for it over here. All right. I probably am going to like really try to use this wish board to kind of abuse this deck, um, just to make sure I get these cards tested before this weekend. Um, yeah, Cody, I definitely agree. Oh, our opponent's 4-0. That's obnoxious. This hand's a tough one to keep. It's really slow. I have interaction with my opponent, but I'm not doing a whole lot else, and this makes me feel like it's a mulligan. And I can't cast Garrick anytime soon. I'm gonna mull. Of course, not a green source. Not a good start. Yeah, I don't think this is a keep either. If I scry and see a forest, then it's or like a green source, then it could be kept. But where I'm on the play, this is just bad. Yeah, I'll keep this one. In fact, as far as hands that are 5 cards go, I'm actually pretty happy with this hand. Yeah, Huatley's really cool. I'm gonna bottom this. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Potato David, I'm definitely not going to go get a Dryad Arbor. Do we have a sideboard guide for the Living Wish version? Not a guide. If you have questions about it, I could probably tell you what I would do. Missing survival of the fittest right now. Oh, Potato David, I believe I want to say I shot you a whisper. I think you won something during the raffle. See if you have a whisper. All right. So Trinisphere is definitely obnoxious, but we have the lands to use this. We just go turn 3. Yeah, Leap is insane in this deck. We just go turn 3 Green Sun Zenith, and like turn 4 Leap on the Veteran Explorer. All right. You're newish to the whole Twitch thing? Well, welcome. Sanguinius, that's awesome. I'm actually going to be playing this deck in Santa Clara. We've been testing this list, and it's been much stronger than we expected. And with that said, so I have to Green Sun for 2 because of Trinisphere. Kind of odd. Oh man. That's Sanguinius, are you playing in Santa Clara? Do any Nick Fit lists run the Abyss? Not that I know of, but they definitely could. the problem is like this deck could probably run Abyss pretty easily, but most other lists would probably have a problem with it. Nick Fit decks, oh geez. Nick Fit decks typically are a creature deck. They win with things like Titania or Thragtusk or Grave Titan or, you know, things like that. Hey, how's it going, Captain QC? Welcome in. You know, that's the type of win cons that they have. Whereas this deck has a much different purpose. It plays like these big enchantments that lock the opponent out, and then eventually you're just going to win with like a Cruel Reality or like a bunch of birds off a Dovescape. So the Abyss could be pretty good in this deck, but I'm not sure. That's something that we haven't really tested. Okay, Sanguinius, that's awesome. Well, I hope the deck serves you well, because I'm a big fan. We are drawing like garbage, but that is okay because our opponent's not doing a whole lot. They have a ton of Ancient Tombs, and man, maybe I should have been attacking. So this is going to be an Ulamog, I would think. 4 Ancient Tombs. They really can't cast anything for the rest of the game. Okay, this is a Kozilek. So they're going to draw a bunch of things that they can't cast because of Ancient Tomb. Yeah, a Leap first definitely could have been right. I like getting Veteran Explorer down first and then leaping. But we haven't lost yet. A Collective Brutality and we win. Let's see if they have a 2-drop. So they're going to counter that. Yeah, I'm going to fetch Arbor here. I need them to attack me. Yeah, the ability, Captain QC. I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, as long as they don't have a 2-drop in their hand, which they did. Contortion. I am going to take this so fast. This is 12, 16 damage. Kozilek does not have Trample, he has Menace. We should get this one though. So they're gonna gain a life. Go to their end step. I'm gonna fetch up a Dryad Arbor, and hopefully I can just attack for the win. Whoa, Moto's freaking out. I can't think of anything that could get them out of this situation. The Glimmer Post was close, but they needed another Locust Land. Yeah, I agree. That was a super greedy attack. That, and I've played against Navi Stabber a number of times with this deck, so I'm kind of surprised that they didn't see the Dryad Arbor. Okay. I mean, their hand seemed insane. They just got caught with a ton of ancient tombs. All their lands are coming into play, and just I need to switch our stream decker, don't we? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Issues with Moto. I need to restart it after this match. Okay, so against this big Eldrazi deck, we're actually not a very favored deck. We do have Karakas in the sideboard, which is huge, but it doesn't do a whole lot when it's Ulamog, because then they just cast it again. They keep exiling our stuff, and since it's a cast trigger, Overwhelming Splendor doesn't stop it. No, Ginger Chief, Death Hold is actually super important in this matchup. It pairs up with Overwhelming Splendor to make it so not a single creature can be on the board. And they're a creature deck, right? Like they're trying to play creatures and attack you. I actually don't think we need to board anything major in, because all of the things that maybe Pithing Needle. We need to bring in Pithing Needle. We want to name Voltaic Key or Eye of Ugin. Dovescape is pretty dead in this matchup. Yeah, Ulamog is terrible for this deck. In fact, I dare say that this is one of this deck's worst matchups, because of Ulamog. Yeah, now that we actually have Living Wishes in our deck, you're much more invested. It's such an interesting card. Okay, so if they have like a really fast hand, we're in trouble. However, we're on the draw. We have a bunch of Academy Rectors in our hand. This is super hard for them to react to. The only issue could be is if our opponent has Leyline, and Leyline is absolutely in their deck. They will be bringing it in. Oh, I should have brought in the Null Rod. Oh yeah, Patrick, good call. I absolutely should have brought in the Null Rod. I missed that. That's a new card in my sideboard. I have not messed with it yet. I'm going to keep this hand. It's a risky keep, but it is what it is. Yeah, exactly, Captain QC. They can't really take all three. I don't think unless they have like a huge gates out of the start, we shouldn't have a problem. I don't know. This is a fine hand. I think I can live till turn 4. But we'll see. We will absolutely see. Feeling bad I didn't bring that Null Rod in, that is for sure. Feeling real bad about it. Yep. Feeling real bad about it. Not that I would have drawn it or anything, but you're playing Pauper, Paul? What are you doing? What are you doing? Here's a Batterskull. Not too worried about Batterskull. Like, in fact, I kind of don't care at all. It is a little awkward because Curse of Death's Hold plus Overwhelming Splendor, like, it doesn't really stamp the way that we'd like to. It doesn't kill the germ. I'd consider like, well, Garruk Relentless can just wall this off. We'll see. There we go. There we go. That's exactly what we need. Perfect. Yeah, Overwhelming Splendor actually makes the germ better. but because of how it's time-stamped, it actually does get rid of lifelink and vigilance. All right, I think I got that. Let's see. We'll see if they attack. Oh, interesting. Okay. Kind of surprised by this. Lands do us a lot of good here. Don't know what they could have. They could have a Warping Well. They could just try to exile this. Nope, they're going to let this resolve. I don't think they get anything out of this either. I'm going to take a forest and a swamp here. So we just need to find a sack outlet. Garrick is close to a sack outlet, but it's going to take a turn to get Academy Rector and Garrick online. They've got a lot going here. And if they have Ulamog, they're going to hit it at some point. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of something like Surgical Extraction here. I probably should have thought about Ground Seal as well. I'm not sure how many it plays or if it plays them at all. Mismatch basics. I know I really need to fix the basics in this deck. You are absolutely right. They've been bothering me for a while. Okay. I'm tapping a Monolith. Playing a Cloud Post, all tapped and whatnot. They sure do have a lot of mana. I absolutely hate this. I don't. Without this happening, I just don't feel like I can win. I'm sure that they've got Surgical Extraction. They're just gonna rip my hand of Academy Rector, but it's not something we can really avoid without just sitting here and doing nothing for a really long time. Which I don't really think we have that kind of time. Yeah, exactly, Captain QC. Or not. Okay, so I'm gonna get Overwhelming Splendor first. I know that this makes Batterskull bigger, but there's a reason behind my madness. I don't want them to be able to sit here and blink Batterskull over and over and over again and just make it so Cruel Reality just sucks. They have the mana. They have the mana to start doing that. Oh, really? Joe Lissette said that if we had moved earlier, we would have won. Yeah, I think we were a little too cautious during that game. Probably a misplay on our part. I'm gonna grab Splendor here. We're one mana away from being able to cast Academy Rector and Garrick. If I draw a land, then I can do that the turn after. So I can just slam an Academy Rector here. Yeah, we are kind of playing with the mentality of if they have the hate, then so be it. Not a lot we can do, so it's just Whelming Splendor here. Yeah, I think so. It's pumping this germ thing, but oh well. All right, Assault Monolith. They're down to 3 cards. We got a Living Wish. They have like infinite mana. Wish for Tower. I think I just played my land. Yeah, I should have wished for Tower. I'm okay with just blocking though. Like, yeah, I played my land. I don't hate this though because I can wish for Tower now. Come on, Moto. You can do it. I believe in you. I can do this now. That way I have a land drop for this next turn. Yeah, I shouldn't have played land. Absolutely. I know. Moto. Poor Moto. Just can't even. Just can't even. So let's just fade Ulamog, shall we? Let's just not find Ulamog. You think we should cast Misdirection? Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Absolutely blocking. 100% blocking. If I can block once, then I can block twice, right? So this one's getting Cruel Reality. We might just be playing into Ulamog, but there's really just not a lot we can do about that. And notice the Germ does get tapped. Like I said, it loses Vigilance and Lifelink. Yeah, All Is Dust is another really, really good card against us. I guess I should have kept Dovescape in. Well, I need Garrick to like take off then, because I don't think we can win this game from here. And Dovescape will definitely come back into the deck. Do I still have a win con? It's in my hand. It's just not the best win con. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing the Dovescape back in. So them doing this, unless they have another effect, this actually gives me my best route to victory. Them doing this. This is kind of funny. I wasn't expecting them to do that. Oh, they do. Okay, they have the Spatial Contortion. So they get to kill Garrick. Ooh, can I win from this point? I kind of don't think I can. Yeah, Rector for Deed seems good. I think I missequenced a lot of this game. They get to keep Batterskull going. Yeah, he can still bounce Batterskull. That is a problem. And with that said, I just don't think I'm going to beat Batterskull. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a great point. It's like a really, really good point. That makes Cabal Therapy like the best draw I could have had. Come on, Moto. We got this. So they just have a City of Traders in hand. They still have a million mana though. Like killing all the monoliths doesn't do a ton. They're just waiting for a big Eldrazi to hit their hands, and I really don't think we're killing them before that happens. Oh, that's pretty good. Just need to find a creature for this. Not a particularly good draw for them. Just more land for everybody. Okay, I have Ugin. That's probably enough for me to concede. If Moto will work. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, Moto's having issues. I just want to get through this match before I restart it. If I have to restart mid-game, then I will, but not something I really want to have to do. No, I have a Rex Sage right here. Hypnotic, we're a Living Wish deck. So we basically have 4 copies of Reclamation Sage in our deck. Well, once we got the first one, then we don't have any more. But no, Hypnotic. We've been working on this list, and these Living Wishes look fantastic so far. I mean, Moto's dying, but what can you do? Yeah, I could needle Voltaic Key. Restarting Moto. I can Pithing Needle Voltaic Key, but otherwise it's just getting Eye, and Eye is just strictly better. It's how they go and get the things that they need. Which is pretty important for them. Interesting. You guys see that? It just unboarded for me. Super, super odd. Well, Moto restarted fast enough for me to board, so not too mad about it. Would I like to play first? Well, yeah, I would. We go keep. And this is another game where we hope Leyline doesn't come down. Yeah, I probably should have taken out both. Yeah, they are pretty worthless. I'm going to use it to kill Veteran Explorer this game. Captain QC. I know that that's not like the best or anything, but the fact that I can do it, I may as well use it. Kind of sucks that I drew it, but maybe I should have kept the Garrick over it, or I'm not sure. Not sure exactly how I should have done it. Let's take the Bayou here. Oh, guys, Moto. It's just a quality program. Love it. Yeah, exactly. It's probably the best thing that it can do right now. Another thing I could do is like Living Wish for a Rector, and wait and try to kill it with Rector. But I really just need the mana, and the fact that this is their first land is really good for me. And that draw is incredible. Oh, okay. Moto, explain quality. Okay. Yeah, what a draw, right? What a draw. Better luck than good. Hey, we boarded that in for a reason. Oh, man. The hotness. The hotness. 2 mana, play a land, Sorcerer Spyglass. Alright. Sorcerer Spyglass doesn't hit anything. They're gonna name Leap. Evolutionary Leap. That is the card that they want to deal with. Yep, there we go. Alright, Ayavugan comes down. We're getting rid of City of Traders. Yes, we can wish for Tower. If I draw a land here, then I might not, though. Well, that's not a good draw. I'm just going to spend this turn Collective Brutalitying my... my Veteran Explorer. They don't get this ability. They don't have basics in their deck. Oh, that's what you guys are saying. Yeah, that'd be just fine. Yeah, I definitely should have wished for Tower. I should have grabbed the green source. That's what that was my mistake. And then I drew Rector. Kyra's a genius, guys. He's a genius. AKA, he's kind of an idiot sometimes. Kyra is a genius. Yeah, I know. He's one of those, oh, what do you call him? Smart people. That's it. That's it. Alright. They don't even have anything else. We are in a fantastic position. They are so far off everything that I really just can't see us losing. Not really worried about any cards in their hand. I guess I could just cast Cabal Therapy. Probably should have, but what do you name, like Thought Knot Seer? Thought Knot Seer comes in, takes a card that I don't care about out of my hand. Kyra, I need a co-pilot. I definitely do need a co-pilot. I need to work on streaming alone anyway. It's something that's going to happen a lot more often in the future. So, Murdoch, I'm not really worried about Allah's Dust. I probably will name it with just because that's like the best thing to name, but I can do that this next turn. Minifer, I do not own the store. No, I am strictly in charge of the stream. That is my department. Right, exactly. They're so far from having mana for Allah's Dust, but like what I don't even know what they could do at this point. Like they're so far behind. Yeah, they can't cast Allah's Dust this next turn. I just get to cast Lingering Souls and flash it back. Right, I can still wait 2 turns before my therapy, exactly. That Null Rod was so clutch. It was just incredible. Like they only had Cydia traders. Just killed them. I'm kind of surprised they played the Eye of Ugin when they did. I feel kind of bad about this because I think this is the first time I've beaten Navi Stabber, and they were 4-0 going into that game. We just kind of ruined their dreams of 5-0ing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna give Moto one more restart, guys. Use this opportunity. Chappie, the deck is phenomenal. The deck is great, but I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner. However, if it's a strategy that you already kind of favor, like if you liked playing do nothing control decks, then like I guess you could just start playing it and just learn from the ground up. It's actually one of the most complex decks there are. You have to keep track of the top of your library more than any other deck, and people just aren't used to doing that. Yeah, Minifer says it right. If you're okay with losing for a while, then you can learn miracles. Like it's a great deck. Yeah, it's extremely difficult to play optimally. It would just take some time to learn. If you're committed to try to learn a deck, okay, yeah, Captain QC, I think that's a good idea. Learn Grixis control first. Learn a different control deck that has some better learn a control deck that's a little more linear. Miracles has more decisions to make than most decks in the format. Yeah, I think Grixis is an easier learning curve. Well, the deck is a good deck to recommend. I mean, it's powerful, right? Like the deck is strong. But I wouldn't recommend it to a beginner. However, Chappie, are you saying that you're a beginner to Magic or are you a beginner to Legacy? Because those are two very, very different things. I mean, I've seen you in our chat before, so. Esper Mentor is a little more linear. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of control strategies in the format. Yeah, that's incredible, Minifer. I don't love this hand, but it is what it is. Pretty happy to be putting this on the bottom. Go buy your search for Azcantas now. No kidding. No kidding. Not sure what they're playing yet. They're probably playing Grixis Delver. We saw that in chat. Maybe I'm supposed to just name Deathrite Shaman. No, nobody found Azcanta. Well, during our 24-hour stream, somebody won a special Azcanta. AKA, we basically like ruined all potential value of the card. So this is where with Living Wish I can go. I can go get a land. It's absolutely a thing I can do. I think I just want to play this library though. I'm playing this because I think I'd rather Sylvan Library get Dazed than Living Wish. Both are great cards for this turn. I know, at a GP I don't have MTG bot. I'm okay with the play I'm making. Yeah, this getting forced is like just fine with me. Yeah, this is a happy thing. Sure. That does hurt. Kind of wish I'd gotten a basic now. All right. They really don't have a lot of cards in hand. Huh. The last Raven, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of ways to take this deck. A ton of them. Miri's Guile's not a bad card, but it's not amazing. I have no idea why you would run Miri's Guile over Sylvan Library. It actually makes no sense to me. Yeah, it's better versus Leo. Absolutely. I'm okay with this getting countered. Could be worse. I'm gonna attack. Big Red Joe, welcome in. Yeah, I could definitely cast Therapy there, but I just want to tax what they're doing. I want to make them use spells at this point, Captain QC. Like, they're not putting any pressure on us, and they're a Delver deck, right? Like, It could be pile. It could be pile. Brainstorm show fan, this is your favorite deck? Well, I'm definitely happy to bring you some content with it then. Can't say I'm playing all that well so far today, but what can you do? Yeah, this deck is a blast. Like, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever played a deck that's this fun. It's just a rewarding deck. You actually have to play your lines well, and it's a blast. I'm gonna name. I think I'm gonna name Force of Will again. Like, there's not really anything else to name at this point, I don't think. They're not playing threats, so they have answers. I don't know. Stifle, Forked Bolt. All right, well, noted. This could easily get stifled. Yeah, I'm gonna run this into Stifle. I know it kind of seems bad, but I gotta take their Forked Bolt and just leave them with a Deathrite Shaman. Definitely Delver. Definitely Delver. Oh yeah, he's gonna Stifle. Absolutely. Didn't really leave him a lot of an option. But we do need to answer this Deathrite Shaman sooner than later. Which, like, a fetch land lets me play Lingering Souls. Hey Batasai, welcome in. Yeah, it's not the best. But we're in a bad spot anyway. Like, hopefully we can find like an Abrupt Decay or a land into Pernicious Deed, something like that. Another Veteran Explorer. Yeah, we're definitely in trouble now. I wasn't expecting to see Stifle. We hadn't seen it yet. So like, it wasn't on my radar of things I should be naming with my blind Cabal Therapy. Obviously that's a card I should have been worried about. Yeah, Big Red Joe, I changed 2 things in the sideboard affecting our wish list, or our wish package. It's I put a Cavern of Souls in, and I put a oh my goodness, I cannot think of the name right now. White 2-drop artifact creature. Makes it so people can't play more than 1 non-artifact spell a turn. Whatever it's called. You added Cavern when you proxied it. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to use Cavern, but this is a pretty decent matchup. Yeah, Aethersworn Canonist, thank you. I like know what the card does, just can't, name just blanks me. Alright, so this is the last instant / sorcery that's in the graveyard. So I'm at 6 and I'm kinda at the mercy of their draws. I really need, like, Lingering Souls doesn't look great on this board. Curse of Deathhold doesn't look great. They're just attacking me. Veteran Explorer is probably up there with one of my best draws. Even a fetch land, I could potentially like play Dryad Arbor, or like fetch for dead. Oh yeah, they have Bolt. Okay. Concede. Our draws just did not line up. A Wasteland and a Stifle, and I'm just out. Okay. We're going to cut down on a couple of these redundant cards. If Moto will let me. Space for Bog? Well, why would we play Bog? Like, what does Bog do? And I'm not asking that because I don't know what the card is. I know what the card is. But what does it do for our deck? It bogs. Oh, it bogs. My bad, guys. I should have known it bogged. What was I thinking? Need to make one more cut. I like most of what's in this deck. I maybe cut on a Living Wish. I guess. The other card I could potentially take is like Diabolic Intent. Like this. Let's keep that. Oh man. Yeah, Jorg, that was bad. That was bad. Yeah, you're never gonna wish for Bog. Like there's just no time you would ever wish for Bog. Or bring it in for that matter. We don't have crop rotation. Yeah, this is a keep. Much more aware of this game that I need to play basics. I should have played a basic last game, obviously. I think we probably could have. I think that was like my most glaring mistake last game. As I fetched for a duel, it gets wastelanded and I just don't recover. We could wish for Tabernacle. It's an outlet. That is something that I have not considered, Paul. That is something I have not considered. Kind of awkward that I want to get a swamp, but I'm getting a swamp. It's a thing that is happening. And this is where I'm like really unsure. Are we playing Green Sun Zenith now, or are we leaping? Yeah. That's why I'm fetching now. It is a slow sack outlet. I know, right? We have to worry about our mana. What? Huh? All right. Veteran Explorer's on the board. That's a good sign. Unfortunately, we're still waiting for something to deal with this Deathrite Shaman. Sure. I honestly don't really care what they take with this Thoughtseize. And the fact that they're using their Deathrite Shaman for a black mana kind of tells me that they might not have another land. Leaving us in a pretty good position, honestly. Everybody's still sleeping? Oh man. Since that 24-hour stream, I have slept so much. And it was completely necessary. Absolutely necessary. Yeah, he tapped Deathrite Shaman. That's not. I don't think this is a bad thing for us. Yeah. We may even be able to win. Depends what they have. Yeah, exactly, Ray. Oh man, it was It's been an adventure to say the least. Yesterday was like the first weekday that we haven't streamed in so long. Man, Moto is just on one today. And by that I mean it literally just quit, guys. It literally quit. I did not exit out of Moto right there. It just shut down. It's just gone. Yeah, see, Bryce is still asleep. Oh, you're getting lands on MTGO so we can stream it now? That's awesome, Paul. I want to play some lands. That sounds fun. I'll have to bring you in when you're not working one day, if that's a thing that can happen. It committed Sudoku? Are you sure Sudoku was the thing you meant to say? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm kind of back. I think he meant to say seppuku. Or seppuku, or whatever you want to call it. Commit Sudoku. Sudoku is a great game, just saying. All right. This is a problem. This is absolutely a problem, and the fact that we have two of these in hand equals problem. All right, let's Living Wish. I think we can get this out this turn though. If I can get an Overwhelming Splendor in play, I don't think I can lose this game. Or no, I can't do it this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to wait one more turn, see if they tap out again? I don't know. If I draw a land, I can cast Cruel Reality. That's a problem. I'm definitely far away from Cruel Reality now. They're going to Surgical my Lingering Souls. I feel absolutely okay about that. Yeah, he doesn't have black yet. But he does have access to green. Well, he can use a double Death Right, but But yeah, Wasteland is going to make this tough. I'm really not concerned about them taking souls. It's rude, but I mean, it's not Rector, so to combat miracles, Blink, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one's the best at dealing with miracles. I mean, Rug has hexproof creatures. It just makes it makes swords just less of an answer. They just need to find terminuses. Terminusi, Terma awesome. I don't know what to call it. This is a strange attack. And I think I double block this. We are gonna have a problem with Gurmag Gangler. We just need a couple good draws. Cabal Therapy is a draw I'd be really happy with. Not sure. Tower off the top one time. Well, that's literally 1 out of 46 cards. But that would be pretty darn good. I think I still want a Cabal Therapy for Force. Oh well. This is a thing that's happening. I'm gonna lose this round to our own deck. We've drawn all of our big never tell me the odds. Alright. Oh yeah. Blue red Delver is insane. I actually think the deck is very well positioned right now. Yep, that was a 1 in 46 too. I know. That was probably the worst card we could have drawn. No attack. That is strange. That is really strange. They might not know how Deathrite Shaman works. And if that's the case, then we might just get really lucky. So this Maelstrom Pulse is actually a pretty good draw. Now they're just sitting, now they're just sitting here with a Gurmag Angler, and the fact that they haven't been attacking to me tells me they don't have Surgical. They've played this quite poorly. I'm just gonna continue passing the turn. What I'm looking for here is honestly just about anything. We're actually in a spot where just about anything would be pretty decent. Even lands work towards these big things because all we can get is Curse of Death's Hold. I know Brainstorm would look good in this deck. This is an issue. I'm not really sure what I need to do here. I'm not sure if I need to. I think I just want to buy time. Just make it 2/2. Start clocking him with this spirit. Yeah, this is hilarious. I don't think I deserve to get this win, but it looks like it's going to happen anyway. I mean, we've drawn like garbage, and we're still okay. So Yep, bye Garrick. That is just fine. That's why I made a wolf, is like I didn't think it was gonna matter anyway. Alright, we're to 6 mana. I'm gonna get a white source with this to potentially play Dovescape at some point. Correct this now. Why would we get an Arbor? I cannot think of a reason why we would get Arbor. Yep, Force of Will. That's fine. Can't find your Kappa? Okay. Gotcha. Making a lot more sense now. So, I'm giving them an attack with, by doing this and them forcing, they get an attack with Gurmag Gingler. I don't really think I care. Alright. They have a land to waste. If only they knew that this just doesn't have anything to get. Like, it's actually just a 1/2 that's trying to be scary. There we go. So I'm doing this because I want to find either A, another Rector, or B, I really just want to find a silly little veteran. Crap. Alright. That is not what I wanted to see, but what can you do? I guess I should have just done that during their turn. Oh no, I don't mind just blocking and evolutionary leaping. Yep, just gonna block and leap. Just need to get these veteran explorers moving so that I can start casting these cards. Let's see. They days, I pay. This is the last Rector in my deck anyway. I don't really need to leap from here. Two lands is enough for me to cast these things. Now that I know that they have a land in hand, I'm really not all that worried about Force of Will. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna attack? Okay. Such a weird game. Such a weird game. I almost just want to get Ground Seal here just to draw a card. But I think Library is my best take. I don't think Pernicious Deed is something I want to do with these. I just want to get Overwhelming Splendor into play. Interesting. So I need to find a land here off the Sylvan Library. There we go. Alright, we'll see how well they can keep up with this. If I draw, able to find another land off the top, I'll be able to cast Overwhelming Splendor as well. So 1 Gurmag Angler down. They have an attack for 4. They go to 5. Yeah, I do need another white source at some point. Oh yeah, I do. Well, I can go get Caracas right now. Alpha Titan, thanks for the cheer. Appreciate that. All the little pennies. They do stuff. They do stuff. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wish for Caracas, and I'm not gonna play it yet either. I'm just gonna sit back on this one because I don't want this to get wastelanded. Interesting. Stifle the Cruel Reality trigger. Well, we're about to go to 1. Yeah, I do. I do need to cast Dovescape. Which is super awkward when I'm trying to win with Cruel Reality, but I really just need both. I really need to get both of these into play. Unfortunately, I think I have to get Splendor into play first. I'm about to go to 1, so fetches aren't an option either. Need a shuffle effect. I'm probably gonna evolutionary leap for a creature just to, or sorry, I'm probably gonna living wish for a creature just so I can get evolutionary leap going again. They are dead in a couple turns. I'm not sure what Moto's doing right now. Moto always shuts down when I don't have a lot of time left on my clock. Did they shuffle on Ponder? That is a very good question. The fact that they have drawn something and we're okay. I think we just have to fade 2 turns. I just need to play quickly. Because I only have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to finish game 3. And they have to not find a burn spell here. Yeah, they're just doing this to waste my clock. Okay, I need to restart Moto. No, Nikos. The only white source I have in my sideboard is the Caracas, which I already searched for. Hold on, guys. Things are. Things are not working. Still waiting for MTG Arena. How long have you been waiting, Mikey? Bryce, you got yours. That's amazing. That's exciting. Look at you, important people, gaining access to MTG Arena. Poor Kyra over here. No access. That poor fool. Legacy Paper Tournament starts at 7. And that's Mountain Standard Time. Mountain Standard Time. Alright, so once we X out Moto and we need to reboard. No, Echo, we're technically not supposed to stream it until it comes out of a closed beta. All right. I think just the ground seals. Well, guys, Moto is having issues. I don't know if I can finish this match. I'm probably just losing to time. Like, I just restarted Moto and I'm already having issues. Yeah, we're out of time on our... Alright. Well, it just kicked me out again. This is bad. This is bad, guys. Moto is high quality. No, it just kicks me out. It won't accept me. That's what it won't do. Yeah, exactly. Twitch will explode with it. You'll see so many people streaming it. MTGO is a quality program. Honestly, I probably should submit a ticket. Like, I'm absolutely losing this match because of this. I've had to restart like 3 times during this match. I've had to a lot of the time just been, you know, I haven't been able to sideboard. I haven't I've just had troubles. I would say that this is somewhat ticket worthy. I'd have to say so. Patrick accepts me. Oh yeah, this computer is insane. This computer is literally meant to stream. Like, actually, that is its purpose. Everything that was bought for it was bought with streaming in mind. This isn't an internet connection issue. This is strictly MTGO at its finest. If Rich Shay can submit a ticket for losing to Reality Smasher, then I can submit a ticket for this. Yeah, I agree. Yep, and it's over. Or maybe not. What is going on? Well, this is a keepable hand. Clear my cache real quick. You think our computer memory is maxed out? No, it is definitely not maxed out. Them going first is an issue. I really would have liked to Cabal Therapy and name Deathrite Shaman beforehand, but we've already seen that our opponent really doesn't know how to use Deathrite Shaman with this deck anyway. But we really just can't even do this. We lose our Cabal Therapy. You love Rich Say, it's just hilarious. I want to actually, I want to say I've had that happen before, like recently, Ray, where somebody had a Reality Smasher and I was testing some modern games because there was a good possibility I was going to play modern in Santa Clara, and I like had the card to discard. Like, I actually wanted to discard it. It was like a claim to fame or some garbage like that, and It just like didn't make me discard, and I was like, oh, I actually kind of wanted to discard that, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Didn't have any complaints. Quickly Force a Will here. I hope this clears us up for a really good Pernicious Deed. We only have 40 seconds left, so I don't think that's gonna do anything, but yeah. Yeah, it asked me what card I wanted wanted to discard, and I selected it, and then it just stayed there. I was very confused. I'm F6'd, and it's like, do you want to block? And I'm like, there's nothing to block with. But sure. We totally would have won this game too. They're at 2 cards. Like they're about to have no board and 2 cards in hand. Like, how can we even lose? What are you gonna do? Like play a Grimag Angler? Sure. All right, Angler does change things for sure. Don't know why I'm still playing. All right, really unfortunate loss there. If I had maybe, I don't know, the 3 to 4 minutes that Moto denied me of, I think I would win this match. It'd be close. I get a blow up here, take 5, play Rector. Next turn, Cabal Therapy again. Go get Cruel Reality. Like, how can I lose from that point? Like double Lightning Bolt, that's like it. Which could happen. I click on like one thing and just everything crashes. Oh my goodness. If it's really gonna be like this, I'd have to like cut the stream short, and I just really want to play this deck right now. I would really like to play some Magic. I already did, Bryce. It has been run. It has already been run. I think it's tired. I think one day of sitting around wasn't enough. Maybe our computer is just not cooperating with it. I don't know. On a little notebook, you might be right. You may very well be right. If I continue to have problems, I'll restart in the middle of the match and refire the stream. I really hate going offline midstream though. You lose a lot of viewers when that happens. I mean, I'm losing a lot of viewers just because Moto's not working, but our opponent has 61 cards in their deck. Are you guys seeing this? All right, we'll see. You think they're playing Storm? They have 61 cards. All right, guys. I'm gonna restart the stream even though I'm in the match. So hopefully you get a notification when I go live again. Give me 5 minutes. Give it the old restart. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be refiring. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.